Something is watching us from the dark, a silent, unseen presence lurking just beyond our perception. It's a feeling, a nagging sense that we are not alone in the vast cosmic ocean. High above Earth, beyond the familiar constellations and orbiting satellites, new objects have appeared. They've taken up residence in the heavens, sharing our orbital space. These objects are unlike any satellite we've launched. They possess a technology, a design, a purpose that remains shrouded in mystery. These are silent, dark, and utterly alien. Their form defies conventional engineering, their composition unknown. They challenge our understanding of space hardware, pushing the boundaries of what we believe is possible. They represent a leap in technology that we can scarcely comprehend. They drift with a purpose we cannot yet fathom, their movements precise and deliberate, hinting at a grand design. What are they searching for? What are they guarding? Their presence began as a whisper among skywatchers, a fleeting anomaly in the night sky, now a roar of unanswered questions in astronomy and defense, echoing through the halls of science and security agencies alike. What are these Sentinels? Are they guardians, observers, or something far more enigmatic? Who placed them in orbit? What civilization, what power possesses the capability to deploy such advanced technology? They defy easy categorization, resisting all attempts to classify them within our existing frameworks. Perfect black cubes, their geometry precise, their surfaces flawless. Darker than space itself, absorbing all light, leaving no trace of their existence. Nearly impossible to track, evading our most sophisticated radar systems. Their discovery was almost an accident, a chance encounter in the vastness of space. A ghost in our orbital debris systems, a fleeting signal that defied explanation. They move with precision, their trajectories calculated with an accuracy that surpasses our own capabilities. Yet emit no detectable signals, maintaining a perfect radio silence. No radio, no telemetry, no electronic handshake. They offer no means of communication, no way to understand their purpose. They are simply there, a silent, enigmatic presence in our skies, a fleet of geometric phantoms, their formation hinting at a coordinated strategy. Their silence more deafening than any message, a stark reminder of our cosmic ignorance. The implications are staggering, forcing us to confront the possibility of a reality far beyond our current understanding. No nation or corporation claims them, disavowing any knowledge of their origin or purpose. They appeared without a launch, defying our conventional methods of space travel. Without warning, materializing as if from thin air. Some maintain perfect geosynchronous positions, hovering motionless above specific points on Earth. Others move in bizarre, impossible trajectories, defying the known laws of physics. It's a display of physics that should not be possible, a blatant disregard for the limitations we believe govern the universe. A silent demonstration of technology far beyond our own, a humbling reminder of our place in the cosmos. As we go about our daily lives, oblivious to the cosmic drama unfolding above, these black cubes circle above, silently observing, their purpose inscrutable, their mission unknown, their intentions a mystery that haunts our skies. They are the ultimate blind spot in our planetary security, a potential threat we cannot comprehend or defend against. The question is no longer are we alone, a question that has plagued humanity for centuries. But how long have they been here? Have they always been watching, silently guiding our evolution from afar? A dark question mark hangs in the final frontier, a chilling reminder that we are not the masters of our domain, but merely players in a game we do not yet understand. The story, as many groundbreaking discoveries do, began not within the sterile confines of government labs, with their complex instruments and regulated environments. Instead, the initial whispers of the unknown emerged from the backyards of dedicated amateur astronomers, individuals driven by passion and curiosity. These seasoned observers, night after night, meticulously scanning the heavens, began to notice fleeting shadows, brief occultations of stars, moments where a star's light would wink out, as if something had passed in front of it, in places where no known satellite should be. At first, these unusual sightings were easily dismissed, chalked up to equipment errors, atmospheric anomalies, or simple misidentification. But as more data points accumulated, a pattern began to emerge, and the data was simply too strange, too consistent, to ignore. Far south in the arid Atacama Desert, an astronomical consortium in Chile, primarily surveying for potentially hazardous asteroids, inadvertently flagged a series of anomalous objects exhibiting unusual trajectories and behaviors. Intrigued, and perhaps a little perplexed, when they finally aimed their most powerful telescopes, they saw it. A perfect, non-reflective cube, stark and enigmatic, slowly tumbling against the backdrop of distant stars. It possessed none of the familiar hallmarks of human-made satellites, no solar panels glinting in the sun, no communication arrays broadcasting signals, no visible propulsion systems, no rockets or thrusters to explain its movement, just a pure, unadorned geometric form, defying easy explanation. Soon similar reports began to surface worldwide, trickling in from observatories and amateur astronomers across the globe, Australia, Japan, Europe. The descriptions of the objects were remarkably consistent across all sightings. Perfect cubes, ranging in size from 1 to 10 meters across, moving through space with an eerie, almost unnatural grace. Sometimes they held perfectly still, seemingly suspended in the void, then shifted orbits abruptly, in ways that defied all known laws of celestial mechanics and orbital physics. The evidence mounted steadily, a collection of observations that was both terrifying in its implications and awe-inspiring in its scope. Initially, the professional scientific community remained largely skeptical, hesitant to embrace such extraordinary claims, but the sheer volume of data, the consistency of the observations, was becoming too compelling to ignore any longer. These anomalous objects were definitively not weather balloons, drifting aimlessly in the upper atmosphere, not misidentified satellites, with their predictable orbits and identifiable signals, and certainly not space debris, the random detritus of past space missions. They were something entirely new, something previously unknown to science, something that simply had no business being there, orbiting our planet in such a deliberate and enigmatic manner. These initial glimpses from the ground, these fleeting observations, opened a door to a profound and unsettling mystery, a mystery that demanded further investigation. Our seemingly familiar planet's orbit, it turned out, was also home to silent, unknown visitors, their purpose and origin shrouded in absolute secrecy. What are these cubes made of? Theories are as strange as the objects themselves. They absorb nearly all light, a perfect light sink, beyond any material we know. Their stealth properties make them nearly invisible to optical and radar detection. The physics of their movement is even more baffling. They change velocity and direction instantly, with no visible propulsion. It's as if they manipulate gravity itself. Some physicists speculate about warped space-time or gravity manipulation, concepts still science fiction to us. The cubes may be autonomous, part of a coordinated network, communicating in ways we can't detect. If not human, the implications are world-altering, an extraterrestrial intelligence surveilling our planet. If human, it's a technological leap so profound it must be the result of a secret program. The cubes defy our chemistry and physics, a stark reminder of how little we know. As evidence mounted, compelling data emerged, and the sheer volume of unexplained phenomena grew. Journalists and researchers, driven by a thirst for knowledge and a commitment to uncovering the truth, demanded answers. They sought explanations for the anomalies that defied conventional understanding. They filed formal information requests with NASA, seeking access to any data or reports related to the observed cubes. The Department of Defense, with its vast surveillance capabilities, also became a target of these inquiries. And space agencies worldwide responsible for monitoring the cosmos were pressed for any insights they might possess. The response? Total silence. An unnerving quiet that only deepened the mystery. Officially, the cubes do not exist. There was no acknowledgement, no denial, just a complete absence of any official statement. For agencies that track every object in orbit, meticulously cataloging even the smallest piece of space debris, this ignorance is impossible. It strains credulity to believe that these objects could go unnoticed. Not even a denial, just a void. A deafening silence that spoke volumes. This suggests two things. Either they're as baffled as we are, genuinely perplexed by the nature and origin of these objects, or they know exactly what the cubes are and are covering it up, actively suppressing information from the public. Anonymous sources hint at classified code names, whispered in hushed tones within the corridors of power, and years of military tracking, suggesting a long-standing awareness of these enigmatic objects. The cubes are considered a matter of national security, deemed a potential threat or, at the very least, a significant unknown. But so far outside conventional threats that no one knows how to respond. Existing protocols and defense strategies are rendered useless. The official policy non-engagement, a deliberate decision to avoid any direct interaction with the cubes, and strict information containment, a concerted effort to prevent any details about the cubes from reaching the public. The fear is that public acknowledgement would spark panic and instability, leading to widespread fear and potentially disrupting the social order. The silence creates a vacuum filled with speculation and fear, allowing conspiracy theories to flourish and anxieties to fester. If our governments can't or won't protect us, who will? The question hangs heavy in the air, unanswered. The black cubes float in a zone of official denial, a realm where reality is selectively ignored, a testament to the secrets kept, the information concealed behind layers of bureaucracy and classification. In an age of supposed transparency, a stark reminder that even in the information age, some truths remain hidden. The black cubes aren't just passive observers. Satellite operators have logged glitches and malfunctions when assets pass near a cube. Incidents range from communication dropouts to catastrophic failures. One European satellite lost all control after passing through a region where a cube was sighted, declared a total loss. Internal logs showed its trajectory intersected with a cube's path. Theories abound: electromagnetic pulses, or even manipulation of space-time. The effect is clear: the cubes create a keep-out zone. This could be defensive or an unintentional side effect of their technology. The pattern of disruption transforms the cubes from curiosity to potential threat. They're not just sharing our orbit, they're claiming parts of it as their own. The appearance of perfect cubes in orbit has sent some researchers looking to the past. The cube is a powerful symbol in human history: platonic solid, foundation, stability. In religion, the Kaaba, the Holy of Holies, and the New Jerusalem are all cubes. Across faiths, the cube connects the divine and mortal. Occult traditions link the cube to Saturn time and hidden knowledge. Some speculate the cubes are a physical manifestation of ancient symbols. Are they a message encoded in universal symbolism? The line between technology and mythology may be thinner than we think. Could the black cubes be a product of our own civilization? Governments run black budget programs, developing secret technology. Perhaps a multinational space program or private industry has made a breakthrough so radical, it appears alien. The cubes could be surveillance platforms or a defensive grid. Absolute secrecy would avoid panic and arms races. But the scale of the technological leap is hard to reconcile with a human project. Manipulating gravity and perfect light absorption would be a paradigm shift. Whether alien or human, the cubes point to a power operating with mind-boggling sophistication and secrecy. The theory that the black cubes are extraterrestrial is impossible to dismiss. Recent government admissions confirm encounters with craft displaying impossible capabilities. The cubes could be the next phase, a permanent, overt presence. Geometry is significant in UFO lore. Spheres, triangles, cubes. Perhaps geometry is a universal language, a deliberate message. We are here, and we are not like you. If alien, their purpose could be scientific survey, passive observation, or something more interventionist. They could be a quarantine system or a precursor to contact. The most chilling possibility, a surveillance grid for invasion or a system to control our development. With no communication, we project our hopes and fears onto their silent surfaces. The alien hypothesis opens a Pandora's box about our place in the cosmos. Are we masters of our planet, or tenants under an unseen landlord? The cubes force us to confront the unknown. The final pieces come from those who've seen the truth from the inside. Whistleblowers from aerospace and intelligence have begun to speak out. One engineer claims the cube's technology was derived from recovered non-terrestrial craft. Another analyst describes a program dedicated to tracking the visitors. The cubes have been observed for decades, but their numbers are rising. Official silence, he says, is born of helplessness. We can't communicate or defend against them. These testimonies suggest a government aware, but powerless. The greatest secret may not be that aliens exist, but that they're already here. The cubes are a statement of technological superiority, a planetary surveillance network. Are they guardians or wardens? As we face this new reality, we have more questions than answers. The black cubes remain, a fleet of geometric ghosts in our world. They challenge our science, our governments, our sense of security, and we are left to wonder who or what is watching us from the void.